Just really proud of the group overall as a whole. I think there's certain guys that stand out with numbers. A.J. gets a double-double, I believe his first double-double, 26 and 12. Obviously, he was terrific. Dexter did such a good job defensively. For us to hold a team like that to under 30% is a real credit to our guys. But the two guys that kind of the numbers just don't blow you away, they did a good job of taking Paul out of the game, and he just didn't buy into their game plan and start forcing things that he wasn't capable of. We talked to our guys about making winning plays, and Paul's winning play today for us was to be a decoy, and he did a really good job of that. And then Kai Cabela's just really, we've asked him to just run the show, and he pushed the pace and made good decisions, and a total team effort. Take questions.
Seemed like almost a quiet 26 for Dom.
Yeah, I mean, you go into a game like that, and you just know he's going to get some. He's just so talented, inside, outside, just skilled, gets to the free throw line. We didn't do a very good job in the first half on some of his cuts. We were holding, grabbing him, just giving him some of those free points. And but he takes 17 shots and only gets 7 field goals at the 26. He'd been getting 38, 40. He's going to get some. It's just about making them difficult.
38 minutes for Kai, the whole game for A.J. How impressive is it that they maintain their level of play with logging minutes loads like that?
Yeah, it's very impressive, and now it's on me for the next couple days to be smart with them and then get them back out there. We talked about it. We won today. They've got until 3 o'clock tomorrow to enjoy it, and then we've got to win tomorrow. We've got to win Friday. I thought that's what happened last week. We missed a couple days to get better, and we can't do that with this group.
Did you guys kind of reset and make that the message after those 2 back-to-back losses?
Yeah, day by day. Yep.
14-0 run, Dave. Defensively, offensively, both.
Again, certainly I'm proud of where we were offensively. We made them go to zone, and credit them. They got us on our heels for a little bit, but we got stops. 33 possessions in the first half, held them to 32. I don't know exactly how many possessions in the second half, but again, to hold a team like that of that caliber with a player like Mike Dom to under 37%, it comes down to defending, rebounding, taking care of the ball, and we flipped it a little bit. We turned it over too many times in the second half, but we won the rebound battle, and we were really good, really locked in defensively.
Did you kind of know that was coming, them going man-to-man for most of the beginning part of the game?
That's what we'd seen them be playing in most of their recent games, yeah.
When they did go to zone later on in that second half, it seemed they kind of slowed down your offense a little bit. How big was it defensively during that stretch to hold them down and not let them get back?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about controlling what you can control, and sometimes the shots aren't going to fall. Sometimes you're going to, rush things offensively, but you can always sit down and get a stop and finish possessions. And I think that's the beauty of this team too. We played 10 guys tonight, and Jared comes in and bangs a couple threes too, and that really kind of, when things might have been getting tight, that just kid, he's not scared of any moment.
Maybe not Tyson's greatest shooting night, but still gave you guys 20 solid minutes. What does it say for him to keep his head in the game when he's not seeing it go down as much?
Again, I think that's, that when we talk about winning plays are defined in so many ways. Not forcing something, doing a little box out, doing what you're supposed to do, nothing you're not incapable of doing. He took a big charge late. That's a winning play for Tyson and for us.
Yeah, obviously that's a good win for us, but as far as sweeping against teams, stuff like that, I'd like to get sweeps against all of them. So conference games are conference games. This one counts as one. And obviously that's a big win for us at home, bouncing back after those 2 games. So that was big for us.
Dom got 26, Dexter, but in a sense, did you feel like you held him down in some areas?
Well, Dom's one of those guys where he's going to get his a large chunk of their offense is plays and sets and motions that are going to him. So he's going to get his points. He played well, obviously, but at the same time, if you can make him get those shots, those shot attempts into the high teens and 20s, that's obviously, that's some good stuff that we're making tough for him.
A.J., you guys had a rough one on Saturday. You didn't play particularly well. How easy is it to keep a level head and just have a bounce back game like you did tonight?
Yeah, sometimes shots just aren't going to fall, and you just got to, shooters just keep shooting, and my teammates are doing a great job of getting me the ball in open spots, and I just try to go out there and be confident every game.
How much different was this game than the one in Brookings with it was predominantly zone? Tonight they really started you guys man-to-man.
Yeah, they're doing a little bit different things. They're playing some different guys that that are playing really hard out there, and they're figuring some things out for sure. And their man-to-man is, they go under on ball screens and threes are going to be open, but it's just one of those things. It's just a little bit different. But, throwing that zone out there, we need to be more prepared next time for sure.
AJ, did you feel like the team needed something to get back into the winning ways here?
Yeah, we went. Those 2 games were tough, and we just got to keep getting better every day. Keep grinding, and right now is that time of the year where bodies are feeling tired a little bit, but you just got to keep going out there, getting better, working hard, and playing good defense like we usually do.
Dexter, as it gets this late into the year, how hard is it to stay away from scoreboard watching and paying attention to what else is going on?
Obviously, that's something that's tough, just because of, like you said, it's getting late. You want to see where you're at, but at the same time, we kind of shifted our focus. We haven't been looking at standings. We haven't been looking at stuff like that. We're going one day at a time. So, like for example, tomorrow we got practice tomorrow, and that's all we got. We're not looking at Friday, not looking at Saturday. Go one day at a time, and I think that just kind of helps with the with our mentality and our mental state, I guess.
For either of you two, any strong message from the staff after those 2 losses, or pretty usual stuff?
Find a way to win.
Yeah, you just got to keep going out there and doing us better, and we kind of did us a little bit better today, and hopefully tomorrow we'll do us a little bit better, and by the end of the year, hopefully we're where we want to be.
A.J., was there any point today when you kind of felt you were in the zone a little bit more than usual?
I just try and go out there and play, and I made a few shots today, and it was just maybe it was my day a little bit, but I just try and go out there and play the same every day.